Okay, so we're making up another sample of our Stacie denim jacket, and we've just visited the Salvos in Melbourne, and we've recycled 3 pairs of men's jeans to get all the pieces cut out. Hi everybody, we are having a look today at the Stacie Jean Jacket. The sample that you're looking at obviously is not complete. We thought we'd show you it at this stage. So we've basically taken 3 pairs of denim jeans that we've bought from the Salvos here in Melbourne, and we've unpicked them all, and we thought we'd use that denim as it's all been treated and it looks quite lovely. And we're upcycling, which is also good for the environment. So that's the back. Cheryl has made all of this, and we will do the shoot on the collar and the hemband, and we'll pop the sleeves on and we'll take you through that. So over here Cheryl's put out the collar. So there's the collar which she's going to put on. Now the sleeve that we're looking at, just here, you can see this seam running through it. We've actually, when we've cut open the jeans, we've used that seam because we needed the width, as there's no seam on the sleeve, the pattern, it's a bit crinkly, but you can see there. So it actually is quite a nice detail, and we thought maybe you could do this as well if you're going to get some old jeans. It just looks like a bit of a 2-piece sleeve, sort of. And also you get that lovely twin stitching detail, and there's the cuff that's on there. Okay, so we'll go over to the machine and say hi to Cheryl. Here we go. Hi Cheryl.
Hello.
So Cheryl has brought in her machine today because we were having troubles with our machine, right?
Yep.
Something like that. So
Here we go.
So what are we starting with now?
I've attached the facing. I've joined the shoulders. So you have a step on the front. You sit it back.
Okay, the collar.
There's a nick.
Okay.
So
It's so thick.
You can still do it with a domestic though.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you do anything special with the stitches because it's denim?
I just changed the needle to a denim, a jeans needle.
Yep.
Which is thicker and it's got a bigger eye on it for the thick thread.
Yes, because it's a thicker thread, isn't it?
Yeah, so first of all I sewed a under collar to the garment.
Cheryl's background was in denim, wasn't it?
Yeah, was.
So very familiar with sewing denim. We bought our thread from Emrecht in Melbourne. So anybody who's in Melbourne, they do a lovely thick thread. I think the colour was 205 or 202 for that golden brown colour. It's traditional.
So you match your nicks as you go. Only half your collar.
Get under there somehow. There we go. Oh, can't see. How long would this jacket take you to make? Because it's a lot
Quite
of
a
double
while.
stitching. It's a long time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, well,
I guess one of those pieces though, a denim jacket's a really good staple.
and having old jeans, it makes it look already worn and
Yes, that's so true.
So you can go up to there.
Can't really see where you're up to. No.
There's the facing, the centre front,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just back. So this bit's going to get caught into the facing. So you stitch that to the neck.
Sorry.
So I've only got a thin thread underneath. It makes it easier.
Oh, okay. So why?
Well, if you have to unpick, it's not so hard to. So you fold the facing back to the. You stitch, because this is going to be top stitch to your jacket.
Okay.
So do a back stitch,
Mm-hmm.
and then just take your 1/4 inch seam across. Do a back stitch, take it out,
Okay.
trim away your point. Now you have to be a bit careful here because you nick in to that point where
What are you nicking into? Sorry.
the collar
Oh,
and
yep.
the neck,
Mhm.
so that I
Oops.
can turn it back. So that piece gets caught under there.
Okay. Stick that point out.
So I'll repeat that on the other side, but so that'll get turned under all the way along.
Mm-hmm.
So you do a row of top stitching.
Okay. So you're just going to pin it all in place?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Cheryl's brought in a hammer, haven't you?
Yes. See my trusty little hammer?
Tricks of the trade. Okay.
So if it's a bit too thick,
Oops, hang on. Yep, go.
if it's a bit too thick, I just give it a bit of a bang to flatten it, so there's less thickness.
Is that just to smash the seams down?
Just smash and soften them.
Soften them.
Oh,
Oops.
that was my finger.
Oops.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm ready to sew the collar.
Okay, sew the collar. Hang on. So sewing the collar.
Okay, sewing the collar. So we've pushed it under,
Yes.
and just get the hairy bits out of the way.
Mm-hmm. It's tricky on this machine.
So
Okay, there we go. No. Yeah. Okay, that might be better.
It's an old machine. Good old. Oh, sorry, I have to stop.
Threaded.
Okay, so you just hold your thread
Yes.
because it can ball up at the back. So you just do 1 or 2, then your back stitch. So all you do is fold that over 1/4 inch. And continue on down to the other end of the collar.
A little cough, everyone.
Do you want to just hand wheel it and help it along?
Okay.
If you don't want to be careful you don't break your needle over the thicker bits.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. So over the seams,
Yeah.
use your hand wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So just continue on. Match the necks. thick.
Yeah, I can see that. Oops.
Just on the thick bits.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's right. And then you using your hand wheel again. Yep.
Just make sure it's poked under.
Oh, that bit's tricky. So you're just poking the folded edge. Oh, that looks tricky actually.
There we go.
Great, can I see one? That's really nice.
Just trim it away. Denim's quite forgiving.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That looks really nice. Okay, on to the next part.
Yeah.
This might show them what you just did there. So you can see that stitch line on there. Looks lovely. Okay, so that's the inside of the collar. Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. So we showed you this panel before.
This is a sleeve.
Yep.
Because we got it out of old jeans, one side's stretched. So I'm just going to take a dart in the elbow.
Yep. So usually if you're cutting it out of a regular piece of denim, the sleeve pattern would just be one piece and you wouldn't have this problem. But because we've used, to get the width of the sleeve, we've had to use the seam of the denim leg, right?
Yes.
So you're just going to pop a little dart where the elbow would be. Is that right?
Yes. And just run it off to nothing.
Okay, so this will not be in the instructions because, like I said, we've cheated with the sleeve.
So now it fits.
Excellent. So you're just going to finish.
And we have a facing, whereas the pattern piece doesn't, to get the length of the sleeve. So it just looks like a cuff.
Mm-hmm.
So match your armhole. Match your...
So with the pattern, there's no cuff seam, no cuff
No,
pattern.
there's a fold.
It's a fold.
So we made a cuff where the fold was.
Yep.
So now just do a normal. You can turn your seam underneath up and that one down for less thickness, bulk.
Oh, okay.
Just as long as the seam matches.
Okay. So rather than having both the same way.
Mm-hmm. And turn your dart down.
Down towards the cuff.
Yes. So the sleeve fits nicely.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll keep going.
I just hand wheel it over the thick bit.
Have that bumpy bit. Just running up the side seam.
Yes, matching necks. And here's where the jeans, we unpicked quite a bit, so we wouldn't, so the pattern would fit, so it just goes into the seam.
Great.
Okay, so now I'll do some overlocking and I'll put the waist.
So that's it, and then we can put it on the mannequin, right?
Yep.
Wait up.
Here is the band. I've bagged out the ends.
Yes.
And this is the body.
Yes.
So from the right side to the wrong side.
Okay.
So we put that front edge to the seam and take your centimetre seam allowance. So we match our seams, the mix I should say, on the seam. Sorry, cut any threads. And make sure that it fits, yes, too. And here we are at the other centre front.
Right. Okay. Filming. So
So
can you show me what we just did there?
we've folded it in half,
Yes.
like up to there.
Mhm.
So I'm going to stitch it in half from the bottom,
Mhm. The hem.
the band.
Yep.
Just gives us a guide when you turn it back later. Gets quite heavy.
Did you press that in half? So you
No, I've just folded it.
just folded
so-
it before.
Yeah. Because it's soft, it's old denim. Okay, so we stop at the centre front.
Mhm.
And go back to the other side
Mhm.
and turn under your seam allowance. Pin it down
Is it the centre back?
side seam,
Mhm.
centre back.
Mhm.
So we just fold the seams back
Mhm.
and open it so that it's fairly, you'll never get it completely flat at the centre front. I'm going to hammer that. So you come up, back stitch, keep your thread in.
Mhm. Right.
not great. So I'll close it.
I'll maybe try closing it for a sec. Yeah, that's better now. So,
The machine doesn't like thick thread. Just pull it with the other. So it can get quite thick. Put your needle down and swivel it. Just use your hand. So then you can top stitch it all the way across. Do the same at the other end. Keep it taut, it seems to hold it while you're sewing.
You make it look so easy.
Just when you stop, make sure your needle's down. If it resists, just wheel it by hand. So we're nearly to the other end. So you pull your seam to one side, fold it, and make sure it's fairly tight. Sounds a bit rough.
Over those seams.
No, we're finished.
Done. Okay. Let's have a little look at it. Your wonderful job.
So it's the wrong side or the right side?
This way, this way. There we go. So neat. Can I see the other side? Oh, lovely. So nice. Okay, so we'll put it on the mannequin and we'll have a look. No buttons, but okay, so here is our Stacie denim jacket completed. We've got the buttons on now, which is quite nice to see. Just turn it around to the back. It's hard to do. So you can see that sleeve which we discussed earlier in the video, and that detail of cutting the pattern piece using the seam from the denim jeans. That looks really nice. Also, Cheryl made mention the length of the sleeve when we cut it out of the denim leg wasn't quite long enough to get the full length of the sleeve. So what we added here was a bit of length, but if you're using a piece of fabric, we've joined some fabric just here on the inside. I'll try to show you, there you go. But when you fold it up, you don't notice that at all. And that's it. So I hope this tutorial's been helpful, and maybe if you do have some old jeans lying around in your closet, you could do something similar. You'll need a few pair of jeans though. Okay, thank you.